Welcome to Veterans Speak. Today, we confront the troubling reality of VA disability claims. It's a world filled with denials, lost paperwork, and endless appeals. For countless veterans, a new battle begins at home, fought with forms and frustrating patience. This slow process can feel more defeating than any conflict faced in uniform. It's a crisis causing real pain and costing lives. The VA journey should be a path to healing, but has become a maze of confusion and delay. The backlog stretches from months into years. The emotional toll of this waiting game sends a heartbreaking message. Your suffering can wait. Behind every claim number is a person. It is a father trying to provide for his family despite a debilitating back injury. It is a mother grappling with anxiety. It is a young soldier haunted by the memories of combat. When claims are denied, the impact is catastrophic. It feels like a profound betrayal by the very country they swore to protect. This creates a deep sense of isolation. Many veterans are unable to work due to their service-connected disabilities. It can lead to homelessness. It is a daily struggle for survival, made worse by a system that moves at a glacial pace. Ultimately, the crisis in the VA claim system is a moral failure. When the system designed to deliver support is itself a source of harm, we have failed to uphold our end of the bargain. The Department of Veterans Affairs is a colossal organization with a labyrinth of rules and forms. For a veteran initiating a claim, it is like being dropped into a maze without a map. A veteran must prove they have a disability directly connected to their time in service. The burden of proof falls entirely on the veteran. The VA has a duty to assist, but this duty is often poorly fulfilled. A denial letter might offer a vague reason, such as insufficient evidence, without specifying what evidence is missing. It effectively filters out those who are not equipped to handle the immense administrative load, setting them up for failure from the very start. In the world of VA claims, time is the enemy. The period between filing a claim and receiving a final decision is not measured in days or weeks, but in months and years. A veteran can wait over a year for an initial decision, only to be denied and then face several more years navigating multiple levels of appeal. During this agonizingly long wait, life does not stand still. The veteran's condition can worsen, their financial situation can deteriorate, and their hope can slowly fade. The wait itself becomes a secondary injury, a new trauma inflicted by the system meant to provide relief. They spend their final days fighting for a benefit their family will receive only after they are gone. When that support is delayed for years, the results are predictable and devastating. The dream of a stable life after service turns into a nightmare of financial instability and poverty. Receiving a denial letter from the VA is a crushing blow. It feels like a statement that their pain isn't real, their sacrifice doesn't matter, and their word isn't believed. The denial initiates a demoralizing cycle. Many veterans already exhausted from the initial fight simply give up. The system effectively wears people down until they abandon their rightful claims, a process some have called deny until they die. This cycle of denial and appeal breeds a deep and pervasive sense of hopelessness. This mindset is corrosive, contributing to alarmingly high rates of anxiety, depression, and suicide within the veteran community. It's a failure to see the human being behind the claim number. It's in the cumulative weight of this disregard which crushes spirits and destroys lives, a battle that our veterans should never have to fight alone. His words hang in the air, a powerful testament to the emotional weight carried by so many who are lost in the shadows of the VA system.
All I want is for them to acknowledge what happened.
Maria's story highlights the profound distrust that builds when the system repeatedly fails. It is about being seen. The denial is not just a rejection of a claim, it is a rejection of their reality.
It's impossible to believe it's just incompetence. It starts to feel intentional.
It's like screaming into a void.
Behind the statistics and the headlines are the individual voices of veterans. This is the ultimate consequence of the claims crisis. It pushes our most vulnerable heroes to the absolute edge.
You start to feel worthless. The system tells you your injuries aren't real, your family leaves, you lose your home.
His story illustrates how a bureaucratic delay is a direct path to poverty and despair. The final domino for many is their health. The loss of family and home take a devastating toll on a veteran's physical and mental well-being.
I never thought I would end up sleeping in my car.
A single denial from the VA can set off a catastrophic chain reaction in a veteran's life. Consider the story of David, a Marine veteran who sustained a traumatic brain injury and severe back injuries in Afghanistan. His initial claim was denied. His resolve refuses to be extinguished, even against overwhelming odds.
I won't give up. I'm fighting for my family. but it shouldn't be this hard. We fought for our country. We shouldn't have to come home and fight our own government for the care we earned.
They feel abandoned and are convinced the process is designed for them to fail.
I'm a soldier, not a lawyer. They send me these letters full of legal jargon I can't understand. How am I supposed to fight that on my own?
The system's complexity becomes a weapon.
Every time I have to tell my story, it's like opening a wound. And when they deny you, it's like they're pouring salt in it.
It feels like a strategy. It's like they're hoping I'll give up or die first.
It's a belief that the system is not just broken, but that its dysfunction actually serves a purpose. Dedicated advocates level the playing field for veterans. With guidance, denial rates drop and appeals succeed. Advocates cut through red tape, ensuring every stone is unturned. They prove the system, while broken, is not unbeatable.
Many operate on contingency, ensuring justice isn't just for those who can afford it. We pore over files and craft compelling arguments.
This support rebuilds trust. Veterans become part of a team with someone fighting for them.
I believe you. Your story matters.
This restores hope and dignity. A new front line has emerged: advocacy. Dedicated individuals refuse to let veterans fight alone.
In the quiet sanctuary of a church, surrounded by a compassionate community, a veteran can find the peace and strength to not only fight their claim, but to begin the long journey of healing their heart.
Ultimately, the church offers a different kind of hope. While advocates fight for legal justice, the faith community fights to restore a veteran's soul. It offers a narrative of redemption and grace that transcends the outcome of a VA claim. It tells the veteran that their worth is not defined by their disability or by a government decision. Their worth is inherent, given by a loving creator. This message can heal wounds that no amount of disability compensation ever could.
The support we offer is often deeply practical too. Many churches host free legal aid clinics, partnering with volunteer lawyers and advocates to help veterans with their claims paperwork. We organize drives to collect food, clothing, and other necessities for veterans and their families who are struggling financially. Some churches even have dedicated funds to help a veteran pay their rent to avoid eviction or cover a utility bill to keep the lights on. This is faith in action. It's the living embodiment of the command to care for the poor and the suffering.
This spiritual support can be a crucial source of resilience in the face of bureaucratic battles.
We organize support groups, offering a space for veterans to connect with others who share their experiences. This fellowship breaks the painful isolation that so many feel. Knowing that a community of believers is standing with them in prayer provides a powerful spiritual foundation, reminding them that they are not forgotten either by their neighbors or by their God.
These faith communities provide a sanctuary. They are a safe harbor where veterans can lower their defenses and speak openly about their struggles without fear of judgment. Here they find a community that is ready to listen, to pray with them, and to walk alongside them.
We offer something that government agencies often cannot: genuine compassion, unconditional acceptance, and a sense of belonging. We see the veteran not as a case number or a disability rating, but as a beloved child of God, deserving of love, respect, and care.
In this fight for justice, help often comes from the most unexpected of places. For many veterans, it comes from the quiet strength of the faith community. Churches and faith-based organizations are stepping into the gap, recognizing a deep moral and spiritual calling to serve those who have served. They are transforming from places of worship on Sunday into hubs of support and advocacy throughout the week. These advocates are living out the deepest truths of their faith, changing lives and restoring hope.
The church can be a formidable voice for justice in the public square.
Silence and inaction are not options when justice is delayed and lives hang in the balance.
Faith is meant to be lived out in public acts of mercy and compassion. By breaking the silence and stepping into the breach, advocates and faith communities shine a light of hope into a broken system.
Faith-driven advocacy is a growing movement, mending the broken covenant with our nation's heroes.
For Christians, this is a command. When we see a veteran struggling and have the means to help, we are compelled to act.
Proverbs 3:27 guides us, "Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to act."
Rooted in loving one's neighbor, this approach brings humanity and grace into a cold, impersonal process.
The support we offer is holistic, praying with veterans, connecting families with resources, mending the whole person.
This spiritual motivation fuels persistence and compassion, driving advocates to see the person behind the paperwork.
The Bible commands us to defend the fatherless, the widow, and the stranger. For Christian advocates, this is a ministry, not just a job. We see our work with veterans as a direct answer to a higher calling.
The intersection of faith and advocacy is a powerful force. Seeking justice for the oppressed is a divine mandate. This tenacity is born of compassion, not anger, reflecting the heart of God. It's a powerful witness. Faith is not passive in the face of injustice. It's active, resilient, and relentlessly persistent in seeking healing and restoration.
Faith-driven persistence is an act of love, a refusal to let veterans be forgotten.
We become a constant, unyielding presence, reminding the system of its duty.
This story is a blueprint for advocacy, boldly demanding what is due.
The parable of the persistent widow resonates. Her relentless pursuit moved even an unjust judge.
This fuels a relentless pursuit of justice, even when the odds seem insurmountable.
Advocates and veterans draw strength from prayer and the belief that God hears the cries of the afflicted.
This perspective renews a veteran's resolve, anchoring hope in something eternal.
Faith reframes the exhausting weight as a test of endurance, not defeat.
Christian perseverance is about unwavering trust that a righteous cause is worth the fight.
When a veteran's claim is denied, faith provides a unique armor, persistence rooted in hope.
It's an act of worship, bringing healing to veterans and honor to God.
This approach can disarm even the bureaucracy, replacing anger with steadfast love. It's a testament that the fight for justice can be a sacred journey.
Faith-based efforts are imbued with grace and mercy, aiming to bring light, not defeat an enemy.
Advocates rejoice in the restoration of honor, not just financial benefit. This holistic view addresses deep spiritual and emotional wounds.
When a claim is approved, it's more than a legal victory. It's restoration and healing.
Christian justice is restorative, restoring dignity and rightful place in the community.
This empathy turns belief into practical good, reflecting the compassion of Christ.
This elevates the work to a sacred calling, infused with passion and purpose. Compassion compels the faith community to act, not seeing veterans as problems, but as people in need of comfort. True compassion demands action, hosting legal clinics, helping with forms, offering support.
Every legal brief, every hearing becomes an offering, living out faith in action.
At the core of Christian faith is justice as a living expression of God's character. For faith-based advocates, seeking justice for veterans is a profound act of worship.
This communal support counters the isolation and hopelessness the VA system creates. It provides the emotional and spiritual fuel to keep going. In the church, veterans find a new unit, a community that has their back. This collective action shows that caring for veterans is a societal and spiritual duty. When churches bear veterans' burdens, they model civic and moral responsibility. It challenges others to see the needs of their neighbors. This is how faith in action creates ripples of change, transforming lives and communities.
A central tenet of Christian faith is community, bearing one another's burdens. This principle is the bedrock of the Church's response to the veterans' claims crisis. The faith community comes alongside veterans, lifting the load of paperwork, distress, and hardship. It's not charity, it's a fundamental responsibility. Support takes many forms: prayer, financial advice, childcare, or simply checking in. These small acts create a powerful safety net, telling veterans, you are not alone.
The VA claims crisis is a deep, multifaceted failure, a battle that wears down our nation's heroes. The stories we've heard are echoes of a systemic breakdown demanding comprehensive overhaul. We must call for change that simplifies the process, prioritizes transparency, and centers the veterans' well-being. The goal should be to approve claims, not deny them, transforming the VA into a true partner in healing. This requires legislative action, better technology, and real accountability. The VA's culture must shift from skepticism to service, creating a compassionate, accessible system. The unfinished battle for our veterans is a national responsibility. Advocates and faith communities are crucial voices for reform, putting a human face on the crisis. Their persistence must be matched by our collective demand for systemic reform. A system that harms those it's meant to help has lost its way. The path forward begins with bold vision, a future where no veteran is denied, delayed, or forgotten. We must answer that call with unwavering resolve and demand the change our heroes deserve. While systemic change is essential, the responsibility for supporting our veterans does not rest solely with the government. As we have explored, the work of faith communities demonstrates the profound impact of grassroots, community-level support. The principles of compassion, service, and community are universal values that can and should be embraced by every citizen. Every sector of our community, businesses, civic groups, educational institutions, and individuals, has a role to play in creating a culture of support. This collective responsibility also involves changing the conversation around our veterans. When a community wraps its arms around its veterans, it sends a powerful message that they are seen, valued, and not forgotten. We must look to each other. The strength to solve this crisis is in the combined compassion and action of millions of Americans choosing to stand with our nation's heroes. The solution is the sum of individual acts of justice, compassion, and persistence. It is you, me, all of us together honoring our promise.
Every significant movement begins with committed individuals. The journey to justice for our veterans begins with you. You have a voice, influence, and the power to be a force for good. Educate yourself, educate others, and share this episode. Write to elected officials and demand they prioritize veterans' care. Volunteer at a local veteran support center. Reach out to the veterans in your life. Let them know you care. Thank you for watching. If this message spoke to your heart or opened your eyes, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to our channel for more truth-filled, spirit-led content. Like, share, subscribe. El Shaddai Christian Ministries, www.elshaddaichristian.com.